Well, hello there everybody. Welcome to the Colour Passion channel. I'm Kim Gow from Colour Passion. Today I'm going to introduce you to a new product, Cream Puff. It's a beautiful cream colour. We've been wanting a cream for quite some time, and so yeah, and we've got something else in store as well with this kind of colouring. So that will be probably released next month. But anyway, for this month it is Cream Puff. Today, as we have a promotion for the month of October 25, in case you're watching this beyond, we have a promotion for the three products, which is the Raven's Midnight, the Dragon Blood, which are very, very popular, but they are a limited release. Then we've got Cream Puff together. If you purchase the kit, it represents a 20% off. So that is fantastic value in times when times are a bit tough, aren't they? So also I thought we would use a little bit of the Passion Top Cell White, and we'll have a little bit of Molten Gold. And the reason why I'm adding that is because I'm thinking with the Cream Puff, a little bit of warmth, and I thought gold, and we might heat it and it might float, just to add a little bit of effect, that's all. So we're going to use our incredible Fast Cure resin. Love this resin, I really do. You don't have to be a fast worker to work with it, you truly don't, and it cures beautifully. Just delighted with this resin, and I do use it even on my big pores, as you've seen, so I really like it. With this one at the moment as well, we've got a 25% discount on it, so that is both the 10 litre size, 10 litre, and also our 2 litre. So that's a great way for you to try it. You like it, which if you do, you'll be like me, and then you go on and you get the bigger sizes, because obviously you've got it there for you and you never run out. All right then, let's go and see what we can do. I'm just taped up the board. I'm going to mix the resin and I'll be back, and we'll get to playing with this new colour, Cream Puff. Okay everybody, here we are. We're just using the normal video today, the phone. It's the new phone. So let's hope that it all behaves itself. All right, so let's begin. A beautiful Cream Puff. Actually, what am I doing? I've got to put the resin in first. Goodness gracious. All right. Not sure how much I'm going to need. It's a 50 centimetre circular board. And I thought probably the Dragon's Blood, the Raven's Midnight, and the Cream Puff, probably, I think, similar amounts, and we'll just pour it over the top, and then we'll pop a little bit, chipping that off, a little bit of the Molten Gold. And actually, you know what, I was in two minds of whether I should use the Top Cell White or the other, the Skim Milk, which I just absolutely love. You know what, no, we'll just stay with this, hey? And I might just put just a little bit in. I'll see how it goes. A little bit indecisive. I've got a cold at the moment, and everything's all over the shop when you don't sleep well. Coughing and carrying on. So I hope you're all well wherever you are. It's spring here in Australia, but there's lots of little colds and things floating around, so pretty lucky if you don't get it, really. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with our, I'll just drop a bit in there, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll put that amount in. Give it a nice mix in the resin. Always got to mix it. And the resin, it has got a lustre to it, which is beautiful. I've just spotted there's a little, every now and again, a little blue streak of something, so something's dropped into that. I'll have to try and dish it out when I see it. That's a gorgeous colour. That is going to be so beautiful and neutral. So for anybody that, well, if you want to do countertops, if you want to do a piece of artwork, anywhere really where you want a neutral shade. We've got our gorgeous Dragon Blood, which is so, oh, it's a new one. There we go. Didn't even know I hadn't opened that. Okay. It's been extremely popular, I must say. And people are loving it, which is great, because that's what we want for you. We want for you to be happy with the things we create for you. All right, let's have a little look here. Now, always give it a good stir. Very, very rich, this one. It's our dragon's blood. If there was a dragon, it probably would be the colour. Okay, that's that. And then we've got our Raven's Midnight. Oh, that's a new one as well. Goodness, sorry, I'm making a bit of a mess behind here in the seats, just getting this lid off. Now, just wipe my gloves so that I don't contaminate everything. Okay, again, give it a good stir. Both these two have so many different elements of colours added to create these colours. They're not just one colour with something added to it. There's quite a number of things. So I hope you get to like it as much as we do. But this is a real midnight. Gorgeous colour. As I said, both of these have been very, very popular. Give it a good mix. You want to make sure that it's always mixed thoroughly and integrated into your resin. You do not want areas where it's not mixed. That's gorgeous. Love it. Okay, now we move over to our Molten Gold. See, I said I didn't want to mix up things and contaminate things, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm just going to wipe my gloves again so that I don't get it everywhere, and particularly areas that we don't want to get it. Okay, here is our Molten Gold. Gorgeous. Okay, pop that in. Again, just ensuring that I really give that a good mix. Beautiful colour and very, very popular. Okay, now we've got our top cell white. Nice new container. Remember, you don't need a lot. 5 to 10%, 10% at most, is all the colour of the paste that you will need for your resin. Otherwise, you'll be overdoing it. I do like to let these sit for a bit and get that temperature up, because I find for effects and lacing, I find it really good if we can do that. Just having a look for my thermometer. Okay, so let's have a little look. Come on, it's only 25, so it's going to be a little while. What I'm going to do, I'll stop the filming and I'll come back when it is at temperature. Okay, we're back again. It's taken quite some time for this to warm up actually, so I'm just testing again now, and I think it's 31, so I was hoping it was going to get to more 34, but you know, gosh, I've been waiting for a good 25 minutes. Anyway, that's okay. We'll proceed with what we've got. All right, so we've got our Dragon's Blood, we've got our Raven's Midnight, we've got our beautiful new Cream Puff, we've got our Molten Gold, and we've got our Top Cell White. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, no particular order with this today, I'm just going to pour it basically, I like this because you can put them into a spout. So I'm just going to just pour it over, as I've said to you, no particular way. Not worried if it's not perfect because it's going to move anyway, as it always does. Resin does have a mind of its own. All right, so now we'll put on our Raven's Midnight. It is such a gorgeous colour when the light hits it. Beautiful. Okay. Raven's Midnight. Now I'm going to put our gorgeous new cream puff. I want it to go over our darker colours because I'm hoping that, you know, it might throw some lacing up, but we also still want a bit that we can see it on the edge. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's got a nice warmth to it, and it, as I said, it does have a bit of a lustre as well. So I'm thinking we might just pop a bit of the white on now, and we'll leave the gold till last. So the white can go over it, it really doesn't matter. As I said, I haven't thought this through. It's a matter of like where it lands, and that's absolutely fine. If we have it over the darker colour, of course, we are going to see lacing, whereas if we have it on the edge there where there is no colour, then we're not going to see it. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm daubing it as I am. Okay, and then we have our lovely molten gold. And with this, I'm just going to again put it over any which way and see what happens. It's very serendipitous. Put some over here for a bit of balance. A bit in here, and then we'll that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run over with the heat gun just to heat it slightly. Excuse me. Wow, you can see some action happening there already. So what I'll do, I'll just run this over, and then I'm going to come back and tilt the board. Just so all the board is covered. I mean, I could get a spatula and push it out, but I think it's nice just to let it do its thing, really, and see what happens. And get all sorts of interesting effects. But it is important, obviously, to cover all the board. So we'll just come down here to the bottom as well. Look, I probably wouldn't normally maybe put these colours together, but they're looking fine. Yep, there we go. All right, so now we're just going to pull it back a bit so that it sort of goes back centre, I suppose, more to where it was. Okay. Oh, my pussycat's come to join us, little monkey. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up with the heat gun. And hopefully get some magic happening. It just laces effortlessly, it really does. Okay, I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute. Actually, I probably could blow this. I don't think I blew that. So you can see there's lots of little bits of lacing all through, which is really, really pretty. It is an interesting colour mix. Probably didn't need to do as much gold when I look at this now. Probably a little less gold might have been fine, but that's all right. We'll just let it go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit probably for about 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll take the tape off and we'll see what we're going to go from there. Be back in a minute. Okay, we're back again. It's just been around 15 minutes actually, because I've got to get moving. Anyway, let's pull our tape off, always pulling away from the work, because if you pull over it, you'll end up with strands of colour which will represent like a fine hair all over your piece. Now, with the two fingers there, I'm just going to roll around so that I can feel how smooth that is. If it feels a bit rough, it means that it's not covered with resin. I generally make sure that the bottom half is wet with resin, because I know the top's going to drizzle on over. But we don't really want it flooding over. We just want it so that it's just gently oozing over, if that makes sense. And it will pull some of what we've got here, our work. It'll stretch it over. If I didn't want that to happen, I would simply leave the tape on longer again and wait and, you know, just see, basically. See, that's not pulling from that side, it's pulling from the other. Oh, I know why, because the little wedge that I had moved out. Okay, that's okay. That'll should even that out okay. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it and let it do its thing. The thing I will do though, just can't help myself, I really want to just put like a little bit of something on it. And I thought the classical chunky in our glitter, I thought that would go quite lovely with the cream. So I'm just going to put some of it over, probably more over the gold actually, because I kind of think that's a little bit sort of heavy there. So I'm thinking, well, if I put a bit there, just a little bit over to here, and then when the sunlight hits that and catches it, it'll just give it another bit of texture in there, another bit of interest. Maybe just a bit more there. I'm not putting a lot on. I promise you, I'm sort of rubbing my fingers, but hardly any's coming off. Well, it's unusual. It's pretty. The colours are lovely. Really, and the lustre is definitely there. Now, the other thing that I did, will do, sorry, I've just spotted this bit over here and I don't want that there. Oop, we'll just pull him off. Is our amazing Fuzion Relax. This will get rid of any bubbles sitting on the surface. So we simply shake it and spray just over like that. And so now it really changes it to, it's like a piece of glass. There's just absolutely no bubbles. I can just see a hair. It's a bit hard this time of the year when you've got 3 long-haired cats. Oh gosh, there's a bit of fur there. Sorry. I can see it. I've just got to get it. Did I get it? Yep. Always a challenge, because even though they're not in here usually, and up on the top, they like to be in when I'm in here, but the challenge is it's in the air. In fact, what I might do, I might put on the fan. I should have had that on before. And that will suck it up anyway. Yeah, look, that's really quite pretty. It is different for me, but as I said, I think it's very pretty. And I think the colour's gorgeous. I'm loving the cream, and that's, oh goodness, that's the whole point. I wanted to show you and introduce you to our new cream, and it's just interesting, and it has laced beautifully here. So we'll see what happens once it's cured, and I'll do the reveal. So I'll see you then. Good morning, everybody. Here we are for our reveal of our pour yesterday. Apologies in advance, I'm sniffing. I've got a dreadful throat and cold, so bear with me, but apologies in front. Okay, everybody, here we go. So we've got our gorgeous, I love that blue, because you know I love my blues, that Midnight Ravens sorry, other way around. Raven's Midnight is absolutely stunning. Then we have our Dragon Blood. And we have our hero of today, which is the beautiful Cream Puff. And where it's mixed here with the gold, it is absolutely stunning. I love it. It's just beautiful. I mean, I feel myself there's a bit much gold on this piece. I meant to put less in, but anyway. Mixed with that, it's just beautiful. We've got a little bit of glitter to enhance the piece. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And then we've got some lacing here over the top of that gold there with the Dragon Blood. And some interesting lacing here. All in all, I'm really happy with these pieces. It's not my normal colour, but I love it. It's very unusual. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. I hope you like it too. Let me know your feedback down in the comments below. I love to hear from you. I always respond, as you know. And it means the world to hear what you're thinking. Okay, so there is a promotion on for the month of October 25, just in case you're watching this beyond. There is the Dragon's Blood, the Raven Midnight, and the new hero, which is the Cream Puff for today, is the kit of the 3. You'll see it in the newsletter. If you haven't got the newsletter, well, please subscribe. And it represents a 20% discount off the lot. So that's a really great deal. Okay, everybody. Well, I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope you've enjoyed this pour. Please give it a thumbs up. Join our channel. We'd love to hear from you and keep you up to date with all our latest and greatest. Okay, everybody, you know my catch cry. If you don't give it a go, you'll never, never know. So why not just jump in and give it a try and post it on our Facebook. We'd love to see what you do. Remember, I have disasters. You may have the odd one, but nothing I haven't already done before. Anyway, everybody, have a wonderful week ahead. Take care, and I'll catch you next time on the channel. Bye for now.